Hello, Beachbody Champions. Keyshawn Graves here, and today is April 5th. It's Tuesday, and this is a Beachbody Champions page exclusive power half hour that will be led by none other than an amazing power couple. We have Anthony and Jennifer Sloan out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. They are amazing. They've been Beachbody coaches for about 4 years now. They both are very solid diamonds. And get this, while family is, of course, the most important thing to them, they never miss a baseball game or baseball practice. They're very involved with their children's school. But one thing is that as they're progressing in their business, they never ever miss a power hour. And they've gotten really strong at dialing in what those activities are in order to push their business forward. So they have been featured numerous times leading their power half hour for their team. And I wanted them to come to the Beachbody Champions and show us what they do during their power half hour. So I mentioned in the post for you guys to grab your contact list, your follow-up list, your tracking system. And without further ado, I would love to pass the time over to Anthony and Jennifer Sloan.
Hey!
Thank you. That was a really, really great welcome.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, that was. I think you built us up a little bit more than we needed, but that's okay. So, to really get into it, I don't want to waste your guys' time. We're going to try to give you as much detail and as much of the good golden nuggets as possible. One very, very important thing, okay? Everybody always knows that you have to make 3 to 5 new friends a day, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. I like to do that when I'm going throughout my day. If I'm sitting somewhere, that's a lot of the times where I'll scroll around and get in my groups. I like to make friends through groups. The biggest way that we have built our business is by connecting with people. So today, we're not going to talk about sending out basically like blind invites, okay? We're not going to send out a bunch of blasts. We're not going to say, hey, we're growing a team and we want you to do this. I don't get a lot of feedback from that. And I know some coaches do. It's very hard for me to do that. For me, I have to connect. I have to be able to meet that person where they are. Because when Jennifer met me where I was a drunk. I struggled with PTSD. I was all over the place. So we are very passionate about connecting with people, and that's something even that our coaches, Jessica Nelson and Brian and Tisha Bachman, these are things that they've instilled in us. So, you got anything to add to that?
I was just a simple mom, like 3 kids in, 35, 40 pounds overweight, and I never wanted to work outside of the home or work to where I was going to have to put my kids in daycare and miss half of their life. So working at home was like the big key thing for me. So these simple tasks that we're about to show you and share with you basically is really what has kept me going and slowly, gradually ingrained Anthony into doing the same thing. And we've had our ups and downs just like y'all have. So it's not anything that you're going to just catch right off the bat. And maybe you do, but sometimes you have to fall before you win. Okay, just a little.
Fell forward, guys. Even when we really talk about some other stuff, like you have to fail at inviting sometimes in order to get great at inviting. You have to fail at post to get great at post, okay? So what we're going to do today is we're going to reach out to 10 to 20 new people that you have never talked to before in your entire life, okay? Or maybe it's somebody that you just haven't talked to in a long time, okay? You should already have a list of follow-ups. And everybody should have something to track with, okay? I'm a Neanderthal. I like paper. I just write down in the line, I write down everybody that I contact, everybody that I connect with, and I have little signatures. Like I write down a little bit about them. So, I know
Honestly, it's actually Asana that's written out.
Right.
Asana has all these wonderful tabs and all these cues and abbreviations. But he and I both do it on paper the same way, and we communicate together those very same things, like NC, new contact, FU, follow up, taking it to a whole new level right there, right?
See, we're not really saying FU. We're saying it's a follow up. And so there's a lot of little things. If we put a plus sign next to their name, we know that that is somebody that is interested in a challenge pack. If we put an asterisk, that means that they're interested in becoming a coach. So we know who we need to go back to and follow up as we go. Okay, but today we are going to look at talking to new people, because I think that that's a struggle for everyone. You know, how many times do you send out a message to somebody and it's like, I see that you seen it. It says seen, but you ain't messaging me back. So I'm going to talk to you about how to overcome that. That's what we're going to share today. So if everybody has their Facebook open, okay, Jennifer just reset hers. Okay, so on your Facebook, I want you to open up two things really fast. I want you to go to your profile, and I want you to click on your friends. After you click on your friends, there's going to be a couple tabs right underneath where it'll say friends, and then it says recently added. This is your moneymaker for the rest of the time that you run your business.
Got it.
I want you to focus on that recently added, okay? So you can continue to pull that up. And then I want you to focus on something else. Everybody in your bottom right-hand corner, you see a spot that says chat. Or if it's extended, you're starting to see all those names. Guess what? Those people are online. Those people are easy to access.
Right now.
They're going to respond back. And if they don't respond back, that just means that you need to. I know you've seen it. Okay. So we're going to start very simple, okay? I want you to look through that chat list, and I want you to find 5 people real quick that you don't know. And I want you to write their names down. You've never seen them like anything on your post. They've never commented. You don't even know how you know them. Just write their names down really fast. It could be 5 random people. If you see me, I'm already a Beachbody coach, so don't send me a message. It'll be like, that guy's ignoring me. I know he's seen it.
Is that right after I did that?
Look at that. That was a cute voice. That's way better than my voice. So once you write down those 5 people,
Yeah, like put some clothes on.
I want you to open up and basically click on their name, okay? And it's going to open up a chat window for them. I want you to click on all 5. So open up all 5 chat windows and get them in front of you. Then after you get them in front of you, you used to be able, I don't know if it was just my computer or Facebook updated something. You used to be able to open up that chat window and actually press on their name on the chat window, and it would pull up their profile. But what you're going to do next, basically, is you're going to go to that first person's name that you wrote down, and you are going to go onto their profile right now. I want you to skim through their profile, okay? Take just a quick skim, look around. Okay, you're looking for genuine posts. You want to see somebody who is really sharing that they're genuine. I love talking to people that are in photography, pets, kids, baseball. That's how you can find your niche at the same time. You start going through and you start looking for those people that really connect with who you are. So as you go to that first person's page and you find something on there that's interesting, I want you to go and I want you to like and comment on a couple of their posts. So, if it's whatever it is, if it's a dog, if it's a picture of a dog, I want you to like, and then I want you to say, how far back in time should we go? I would stay recent. You're talking about within the last couple of days. And to be really honest with you, if you see somebody that hasn't posted since July or something like that, but you have to keep in mind they're still online because we're pulling this from our chat window. So, but look for those posts from the last couple of days, comment, like, but I want you to end it with a question. Okay, leave a question on their page. Oh, that's a cute dog. Oh my gosh, what a great picture. Where were you at where you took this picture? It's so beautiful. I really want to go see this place. If it's a dog, oh, what a cute dog. I don't care if you know it's a German Shepherd. What kind of dog is that? I know every dog that I see, but I'm gonna end with a question. Okay, and here's the reason why. Especially for me, okay? There's a lot of times where us as guys reach out, and if we go to talk to a girl, sometimes that throws them off a little bit. They might think that we're trying to, tell them how smoking hot they are, even though, I only have eyes for my wife. She's super smoking hot. So you want to start the conversation on their page. That's what we're doing. We're starting a conversation on their page. We're engaging them on their page. As soon as you like, comment, and leave a question, you should, if they're already online, you should almost see a notification pop up because they're going to like what you posted or they're going to comment back. But you can go ahead and engage them in Messenger right now. You can even engage them with the same question that you left on their page. Oh my gosh, I love that dog. Absolutely amazing. Okay? That is what we're going to do for the...
I got one that just commented already back on a question that I just left.
So this is how we engage new conversations. As you're engaging these new conversations, you need to write them down. Write them down.
The reason why you want to engage them on their page is because you don't want that awkward moment when you're talking to them and they're like, do I know you? That makes it very awkward. And then you have to be like, oh crap, I need to go to their page and see if we have anything in common. I need to talk to them and see how this is. You don't want that frantic because how you feel is going to come out in your words. So that's why we're trying to get you more comfortable with talking to them on their actual page, interacting with common interests, because then you're more apt to be relaxed and the actual conversation begins elsewhere.
So now anything that they throw, you're starting a conversation about a post that you already commented about. So now you already know a little bit about them, and now you can start working your form in, okay, where you start engaging questions about their family, okay? You want to ask questions and try and get them involved. People love to talk about themselves. We've all heard this before. People love to talk about themselves. So get them to talk about themselves. Let them open up. So talk about their family, then occupation, and then I can't think of the word. What they play, what they like to do, recreation.
I'm like, what?
then talk to them. What do you play? I don't play anything. I sit and watch TV all day. Yeah, I play Call of Duty. And then that's when you're going to come in. You don't even have to engage them. What I want you to understand is you don't have to engage them about the business right now. But what you did is you just created another follow-up. You started to connect with somebody else. Because one of the biggest problems that I've seen when I miss Success Club, and I have in the past, and I've had to reevaluate myself and get back to focus, what I look at and I reevaluate myself in is I followed up with the same people that are still thinking about it, that aren't, quite in. They're not taking any leaps forward to jump into it. So creating this flow of new traffic, and it's very, very important. So as you're doing that with your 5 people, everybody should be, close to being done with that, because this honestly does not take long. In an hour, honestly, you can do that 10 to 20 times. And the importance of this I want you to understand is if you can do that, and you can do that at least 5, you're reaching out to 5 new people that you haven't talked to. If you're reaching out to 10 people, 20 people, and then you're rolling back and you're doing 5 to 10 follow-ups with people that you know are interested every single day, you're creating a flow, and you're creating a downward motion for your business. But if you're constantly doing follow-ups and you're constantly talking to the same people, it's going to be the same way. You know, we barely have any family members, okay? Oh, look, I talk a lot. All right, that doesn't even seem like 15 minutes, Keyshawn. So,
that's why I have to just jump in, because he keeps talking and keeps talking.
I know.
It's fun, though.
So, like I said, I like to get my 3 to 5 new friends through groups. How I do that, we're in a boxer group, okay? We are boxer people, and flat out. We are in yard sale groups. I don't do a whole lot of posting in yard sale groups asking for people to join our team because they drive me crazy. I message them and, you know, they're like, do I know you? I'm like, or it goes to their, what's the other box? Like it goes to their others box, basically.
Yeah, other box, that's what it is.
Yeah, I answered my own question with my own question.
I'm doing the labor over here, and he's doing the talking.
So what happens is it gets lost, and then it doesn't go anywhere. So by doing this, okay, we're talking to 10 to 20 new people every single day. We're adding 3 to 5 new friends throughout the day through talking to people in groups and other things. And then we're doing 10 follow-ups. Imagine how this works for your business, because if you're doing this and you're teaching your coaches a simple process, this is easy. From day one, as soon as our coaches sign up, we look at them and we go, this is what you need to do.
But you have to also do something really, like what I like to do, I don't know if Anthony actually does it or not, but when I get a new friend request, okay, when you are sending out those friend requests, you go to them because you get the warning that so-and-so has accepted your friend request. You see that on your Facebook page and even in your notifications on your phone. You go to that person's page, you send them a quick message. I'm not too crazy about scripts, but when it comes to new contacts, I definitely send them out a script thanking them for, accepting my friend request. I look forward to getting to know you. How was your day? That opens a line of communication. It puts your face in front of them, and then they know that you're not some weird stalker or anything like that, and they will be more apt to talk to you in depth on your page and also, in a private message.
I mean, and that's a very important thing too. I'll be honest with you. I don't use a lot of scripts. The scripts that I use are ones that I've written out. But I honestly can meet any one of you on my doorstep right now, and I can talk to you like I've known you for years. For Jennifer, she's an introvert, okay, and I'm the extrovert. And that introvert, look at that, that introvert side, she needs scripts a little bit more. So I write out my own scripts. The other great thing is writing out your scripts for your responses. Like that you're trying to take a conversation a certain way. So when that conversation starts to go, because right now we're engaging people right now. We should be forming with people. Does everybody, by like a show of hands, does everybody have people responding back to them? No. That's a good number of hands. There we go. Good. So everybody's seeing a little bit of fruit out of that. I like that. I mean, I would hate to get on here and just flap my gums for a half hour. That'd be pointless. But as we're building that, okay, your whole objective as you form and as you relate to people is to get to that point where they either ask you, what do you do? Okay, for us, we are both full-time coaches. So when they ask us, what do you do? Immediately, I mean, even if I'm not sharing an invite, I will I'm pretty blunt with everybody. I usually just tell them, well, me and my wife are both full-time Beachbody coaches. And I let them know, I tell them, at this point, my wife started doing this business, and I kind of thought it was a joke. And then one day she looked at me and told me to quit my job. And then I think I took it a little bit more serious. And at that point now, I'm engaging them to where they're gonna go, are you serious? Okay, and then I want you to know something else. Know that when they join your team, they're going to be successful. Okay, that's a mindset. When you share this, even if you get to share tonight, some of these people are new contacts. You don't have to share tonight about the coaching opportunity. But if it opens up that way, by all means, don't shy down for it, because you don't know if the conversation is going to open up or go back that way. Sometimes it happens in a matter of minutes, and you're like, wow, oh, well, you're interested in working out and doing this and doing that. You would probably make a great, not probably, don't say probably, I never say probably. You would make a great member of, and an addition to our team. Have you ever thought about joining our team? Because I always take the assumption that they are following me and they're following my wife. And if they're not, they're going to go, what team? And that's it right there. I'm going, oh my gosh. You know what? Hey, do you have time to watch a 7-minute webinar? I don't even say webinar. I say, do you have time to watch a 7-minute short YouTube video? This will explain exactly what we do and exactly what our team does. And if you're interested, you can watch it. Let me know what stands out, and then we can talk some more about it. Beachbody has come out with a new 7-minute video. Has everybody seen that video? Show of hands. Oh, okay. I only seen like one hand. While I'm talking, can you log in to my YouTube and share that? We're gonna share that 7-minute video. Okay, this is what Beachbody created, and I love this video. They took this to a whole new level, easy to share, 7 minutes, gives them a great example of what we do as Beachbody coaches. I have shared so many webinars since this has happened that I've gotten more no's, a couple maybes, a couple, I know you've seen my message, and so they're right there. Your objective is to make sure that you can get them to watch a webinar. Even if they're not thinking about being a coach, if they're just saying, I want to work out, share this 7-minute webinar with them so that you can explain what you do. This is how I am going to help you reach your fitness goals. And that's another thing. When you're talking to people and you start to get to that point in the conversation where it leads to you're getting ready to share that video, always talk about people's goals. Don't see them as just another person that is going to join your team. Look at them as somebody that you are going to change their life. All right, so Jennifer just posted that 7-minute webinar. Save it. That is a money maker right there. It is going to help you share in so many ways. Do not try to explain through typing what you do, because if you try to explain in detail what you do as a Beachbody coach, what's going to happen is you're going to word vomit all over them, and nobody likes that. And that usually shows that everybody had too much tequila. So okay, so
one thing that when he's talking about having these conversations with everybody, I don't think he's mentioned this, but when you are, that 7-minute video is your webinar. Some teams have their own webinar that they share. I know Dare to Dream has their own webinar. We also share that when they want more information.
Rocket Nation has
a webinar. But a way Tisha always says, what you track on, you grow on, or you grow upon. So they started us years ago with the bubble sheet. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, and I don't know if you can see it, but every time that we share a webinar with someone, we write their name down. It's 100 different circles on a sheet of paper, and you're tracking. So you know to follow up with those people that have actually seen the business invite, and you can, you know, dive in more detail and get information out to them more. And it also helps you open up opportunities for them to be in your open houses or your sneak peeks, whatever lingo you want to use for it. But if you're following form, when it's time to get to that part of the sharing the webinar or sharing the business opportunity with them, the M is that's where it is. I like to have a structured conversation, to be honest with you. I do veer off a little bit, but for the most part, I like to make sure I follow the F, the O, the R, and the M, and I can just get it all in there. And I try not to make sure it doesn't get to 4 and 5 conversations before I get to the message, because, you know, sometimes busy people, busy moms, busy dads don't really have five times to talk to someone like that. But if it goes that way, then, you know, necessarily it goes that way.
I know we're talking at the same time, but I want you guys to keep doing what you're doing, okay? Add more five more people that you haven't talked to. Write their names down.
Hey, Anthony and Jen, I think that we have a hand raised. Bill, did you want to ask a question? Billy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to see if you could repost that link to the YouTube video.
Sure.
I'll post it in the Champions page.
Okay. All right.
Also, just to be sure. And also, there's one more question. What do you do after that person likes your post if they don't answer your question? Should you message that same question? That's from Sharon.
Yes, I do answer the same question, because sometimes people will pay attention more to their messenger than they do their actual Facebook page. They will pay attention. They look at Messenger like text messages, and they'll see stuff pop up. And then you'll have people that won't see their messages, so don't get offended if they haven't messaged you back, because they have to sit in front of their computer in order to see those. But if they don't message back, I literally, there's a webinar right there. So if they don't message back, I will ask that same question in the messenger instead of just on their Facebook page. But what we just did with those 5 people, you can do your 5 to 10 follow-ups as you're going, because you already have their names written down and you're writing these people's names down. But you can continue to do this. If you get 30 brand new conversations started, and you start 5 to 10 new conversations, or 5 to 10 follow-ups, excuse me, and then throughout the day, you try to just add as many friends as you could through a process of literally engaging them on pages and then trying to become their friends. And this is something that will grow your business so fast, it'll be unbelievable, okay? But don't confine yourself to just the same people that you talk to all the time. Can you go over the new friend scenario one more time? Yes, ma'am, I can. I can do that. So you're going to open up we'll do this like a little run through, because I know Keyshawn's like, you're almost out of time, Anthony. So again, every day I get on my computer, we start to look through our follow-ups. We have to do this together because we work the business together. We don't want to follow up with the same exact people. We want to be able to, because if we're following up the same people for us, it's like a stomping on each other's, we're not going to help each other out. Instead, we make sure that we're both hitting different people. I open up my recently added friends, and then after I open up my recently added friends, I start looking through my chat window. Okay, so my recently added friends, I'll go in there and I'll start making sure I'm engaging on their pages. And then my chat window, that tells me everybody that's live. So I'm going to go through there. I'm going to look for people that I don't know. They don't comment. They don't like. That means they're not seeing my posts. And I'm going to write their names down. Then I'm going to open up 5 to 10 chat windows of their stuff. I'm going to go to their page, comment on a couple things. I scroll through their page and just kind of look. As Keyshawn said, great question. Only try to stay within, the last couple days of posts. And then you're going to comment, leave a question, and then you're going to message them. You can give it 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then come back and message them. And you just keep that ball rolling the entire time. Yes, if they're liking your page, it's okay to
Depends which page you're talking about.
I think she's talking about the like page. The biggest thing is you don't want to get too many friend requests out, okay? It's always good to go back and look at all those requests you have out. And if you send them out and they haven't responded back, go ahead and delete those requests. Get those requests off of your page so that you don't get so many requests out that you get a message from Facebook going,
you can go back and delete those friend requests that you have open.
Right.
So you don't get in Facebook. Well, also the next question really quick, as far as message them, even if you don't engage back by sharing, I only do that twice. Within that first week or two, I will do that twice. And after that, I won't really do it unless I see them actually commenting or liking on my page. Because you don't want to waste your time if they're really not going to engage you back. What would be an example of an email you would shoot them 2 minutes after liking and commenting on their page?
That really goes back to what is on their page. Again, you're working with people that are in your niche. For us, we have 3 kids. We have 3 kids all playing softball and baseball right now. So our schedule is insane. I was talking to a lady yesterday, and I'm going through her page, never talked to her before, and her kid just got done playing baseball all weekend, and she's sunburned. So I immediately, I comment, LOL, I know how you feel. We got 3 kids in baseball and softball right now. How old's your kid? And then I come onto her messenger, and I was like, that's so funny that you got sunburned. I'm coaching my son's 8U coach pitch team right now, and I think every day that I leave, I'm exhausted and tired and don't even feel like talking. I come home, have a glass of wine, and then do a power hour. And so it kind of the engagement is more real because I've already looked through their page. What are we looking for?
Do you guys by chance have a soft copy of the bubble sheet, or is it only a hard copy?
No, we can post that. We'll post that on the Champions page as well. What we'll do is we'll post that 7-minute webinar, and we'll post the bubble sheet in there as well.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, so I like to be very mindful of their time, especially since, like they said, their schedules are jam-packed. It has been 30 minutes, but do we have any last-minute questions before we depart and let you guys finish the last half of your power hour? If you have a question, feel free to unmute yourself, and you can ask. Okay, it doesn't.
Was that helpful for everybody? I'd like to know that we at least gave you good information. Like, I'm seeing some hands.
Yay.
Good.
Oh, yes. Awesome. Well, Anthony, Jennifer, do you guys have any parting words for us?
Just thank you for the opportunity, Keyshawn.
Oh, that's it?
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm small with words.
Hey, I want to tell you guys one of the biggest things, okay? Don't think for a second that every coach doesn't have a mindset on days like, oh my gosh, what am I, like, I don't have any coaches signed up. Like, I'm not even in Success Club yet. Like, don't think that it doesn't happen. Okay? Take each failure as a level of success. Learn from it. change what you're doing and then move forward. Do your personal development. If you are not doing personal development every single day, I promise you, you are not going to be successful in this business. I don't care if you are the best salesman in the world. You are going to lose your mindset. You're going to start to feel failure because you got 100 no's and you ain't got a yes yet, and all of a sudden it's going to mess with you. I thought one question. Can you post this out in the group? I believe Keyshawn's going to post the recording.
Yes.
My favorite personal development book, I have a couple. Okay, The Slight Edge, love that book. And People Follow You completely wrecked my world. And right now, I'm currently reading Jab, 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 Right Hook. Because the first time I started reading it, the Bachmans wanted to do a reading challenge, so we set it down, and now I'm back in that book. And that book takes you through so many different failures and successes in post that you are going to get great stuff from it.
I have Rock Your Network Marketing Business. I really related to that book a lot, to the point of like tears. So that was an amazing book for me. And
no kidding. We were driving to the beach and she starts crying. I'm like, what are you crying for? She's like, I love this book.
The Slight Edge also, and then The Greatest Salesperson in the World. It's a really great book. It's really simple reading, and it's a very short book.
That was Rock Your Network Marketing Business.
Can you guys, do you guys mind posting like those top books that you just named in that post that you're going to post? Okay. All right. Well, thank you again so much, Anthony and Jennifer Sloan. Thank you to all the champions who got a little bit uncomfortable maybe tonight and brought your desire to win the day. I'm so proud of you. It does not end here. Finish your power half hour. Do not stop here. Finish your power hour. All right, guys, I cannot wait to hear about the successes that come from your power hour tonight. And again, this call will be recorded and posted later in the Champions page. Thanks, Beachbody Champions. Thanks, Sloans. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.